Hey guys, welcome to What Makeup. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Bon and welcome to my channel. And welcome to one of my very old setups. If you guys have been a long timer on my channel and on What Makeup, you probably remember this backdrop. This is me shooting in my bedroom, and this is where it all started, where I started shooting my videos and my YouTube channel and everything. And this was back like the first lockdown during COVID. So, lot of memories. But coming to today's video, I am going to be talking about 5 of my makeup products that I have really regretted buying and trying. And these are makeup products that aren't necessarily like basically bad. They might be great and they might work great for you, but they are just things that haven't worked out for me, and I just want to share them. So in case you guys want to try them out in the future, you probably can think twice. And if you are ready and if you want to know what those makeup products are, then let's get started. So the first product that I want to talk about is a very recent and a very raved about foundation video that I did very recently on my channel. I'm going to link the video over here. I'm talking about the Huda Beauty, the new formulation that she launched, the Luminous Matte Foundation, which comes after her previous launch, which was the 4 Filter Foundation, which was, I think, typed out to be like very cakey, very drying, very matte, and there was a lot of fragrance complaints and everything. So of course this everything was taken care of with the new formulation, and I did try this out even in my video, but I have been wearing it, you know, on and often, and it just hasn't somehow worked for me. I had a lot of hopes. I used to think that maybe this is one of the foundations that I not probably like trying out the right way, and I probably don't have the right shade. But despite having the right shade in the previous formulation, which is basically 320 Tres Leches, I have this in the new one as well, but it just doesn't match me like my complexion, and maybe because it doesn't oxidize. So I probably need to try a couple of shades darker, but overall it's just, I think, a very matte foundation. It hasn't worked out the way I expected it to. It's not luminous by any means, at least on my skin. I'm going to do like a small swatch of the foundation over here. So you can see like it's still very thick, and this dries down to be more matte than luminous. I don't see any like dewiness. If you are contemplating on getting this one, maybe think twice, because it's a matte foundation, and if you are a dry skin girl, I don't think you're going to like it. My next product is also a foundation, and this is actually from my very loved makeup brands. I'm talking about the NARS Soft Matte Foundation, which I recently talked about in one of my imported international makeup hauls. I'm going to link the video over here if you haven't watched it. And I got this, of course, shipped from USA. I paid my own money for it. I got it from Sephora.com, and I was thinking that this is probably going to be one of my, again, favorite foundations, like the NARS Longwear Foundation, which I have loved for many years. But again, this again I think tends to be a more matte foundation than a soft matte, and on wearing it, and I did wear it like a couple of times here and there. I will try and do a separate video on this, like a dedicated video. If you guys want to like watch it, let me know in the comments below. But overall, I just feel that this just exaggerates my texture, my pores, the dry like skin that I have. Even after a lot of moisturization, it just settles down to look like very like textured, and I can see like my pores and my skin and like, you know, the little bumps, and that's just something that I haven't enjoyed with this foundation. It probably is a good foundation for combination to oily skin girls, but for me it hasn't worked out. So if you are thinking of buying this, maybe try out a sample and then get a new bottle. The next product that I'm going to talk about is, I would say, like, I regret buying it, but I also like it. I have like a love-hate relationship with it because it's so expensive, and it is from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and honestly, if I'm honest, I'm going to show you guys the tub. It is as good as new, because this thing costed me almost about 6,000 bucks, actually 5650 or something, and I haven't used it because it's just so expensive for a moisturizer, and every time I reach out for it, I just feel like maybe I should save it for a better occasion. Maybe I should save it for a better like makeup day. Maybe I should save it for a wedding day, like I have to attend, or a party or something. And it's just been lying on my vanity like this, and I kind of regret the kind of money I spent into getting it. I kind of want to spend my money wisely, even when it comes to moisturizers and primers, and there's no doubt about the fact that this is a very good moisturizer. But I feel if you've tried out the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense, it is as good as a heavy duty foundation not a foundation, a cream. It is as good as a heavy duty cream as this one, and it is half the price of this, even for a 50 ml tub. So all in all, it's just too expensive. These are great products from Charlotte Tilbury, and I don't mind out spending a few extra bucks for her other products that she has, like in the makeup like game. But when it comes to this moisturizer, I'm still coming to terms to the fact that I spent 6,000 bucks and it's just not gone down well with me. So maybe I would never buy this again, but this is my first and last up. My fourth product is actually something that I had a lot of hopes from, and I had thought of probably even including it in one of my glowy videos that I did a while back, but I just didn't include it because it again is a makeup fail for me. I'm talking about the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer, and I'm going to show you exactly the reason why I don't like it. So this is how it looks in the container. It's quite glowy. It almost looks like a very like something like a Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, or if you guys have used the products from Becca, it kind of looks like that in the container, in the tub. But I have pumped out one small pump, and I'm going to show you how the texture is. So it's very thick. It's almost like, if I had to compare it, it feels like Vico turmeric. Like that's like the kind of thick texture, and it has a very strong like a dimethicone, like a pore filling kind of a primer, and the glitter particles somehow are very yellow and very gritty. So on applying this and blending this out completely on the back of my hand, which I'm going to do and show you, you guys can see like there is a kind of luminosity, but on the touch and feel of it, it's not moisturizing at all. It feels weird. It feels like you have like some sort of a mask or something that has settled on your skin, and I just can't stand this on my skin at all. When I've tried this out, and I've tried it out multiple times, it just feels weird. For me, if you are illuminating, I think you need to be moisturizing. That's just how I go with the makeup theory in my mind, and this is not moisturizing at all. It feels weird, and I'm definitely going to throw this away. I don't think it's worth even giving to someone. So, and the final product that I'm going to talk about is again a little bit of a surprise. It's not an expensive product, but I know a lot of people love this product. A lot of people rave about it, but it hasn't worked out for me. I'm talking about the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. And I know a lot of you guys might be going like, what? Like this has been a cult favorite for a lot of makeup people, even in the YouTube community. I think Malvika Sitlani, she's a big makeup YouTuber again. She raves about this product, but for me, I don't know why it hasn't worked out. Firstly, maybe I have the wrong shade, and I agree. This is the shade light medium in the shade 20. Maybe I need to go in the shade 15, which is I think light. It just goes by the name light. But it's just that the whole color of this, like even being light medium, it is just so dark and tinted. Every time that I've applied this powder under my eyes, like it doesn't look like a brightening powder. It rather looks like something that has a lot of color in it. And for me, if there has to be a loose powder, it has to kind of be in the lines of translucent, it shouldn't have a color. It should just set your makeup without adding any color to it. And this claims to be a loose powder, but there is just no claim anywhere like how the color should work for the complexion. So every time I've applied this, it settles down in my skin and it makes me look darker. And I actually have videos on my channel where I remember wearing this, and I have people commenting and telling me that, why does your makeup look so ashy? Why do you look so grey? Why are you looking so dark? And it was this powder, and I had to take some time to figure out that it was this one. I didn't know that this was what was causing it. So this has just gone to waste, and I had a lot of hopes from this. Maybe I can try a shade lighter, I don't know, but it's just too much risk for me to try out in my makeup because I know my makeup pretty well by now. So yeah, Maybelline, I'm sorry, but the Fit Me powder just doesn't fit me. And that's all that I have for this video and for you guys in this makeup regrets video that I did. I hope you guys probably found it useful and you did enjoy it. And if you are probably thinking of buying any of these products, then maybe give it a second thought. Think about how you want to spend your money and maybe go out for some other products instead of these and look for alternates. If you did enjoy watching this video, then thumbs it up, and if you did love watching this video and you want to watch more, then subscribe to my channel. Hit the notifications bell if you want to watch more videos from me. I'm going to see you guys next week. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe, take care, bye.